Hello YouTube, this is Financial Ben from thefinancialsurvivalist.com. Today I'm going to show you how to do your drip irrigation system. I've never done one before. I'm kind of new to the whole drip world, I guess you could call it. So bear with me, go ahead and give me any suggestions or ideas that you have, critique, compliments, you know, if you think I'm sexy or something. Just kidding. So step one for me was just running the water out here. This is my control box, and you can see a 3/4 inch PVC. I ran the water clear from over there where that I put in a freeze-less faucet right there, and I ran a line all along that ditch. You see the dead grass there to here, put a T in it to bring it to the control box, and then continued the water out to the barn. So my first step was to do that, and I will be showing you when I access this and start putting in the valves and stuff. Then I ran this black watering pipe. So in the same ditch that had the water to the barn, I ran a 1/2 inch pipe over to there by the fence, which I'm going to connect and then run above the ground pipe to all my fruit trees over there. Now once I got the beds in, I started doing the other lines. So it's important that you map out your watering system so you know where everything's going. For example, this long bed, that bed right there, the short close bed, and that short close bed, and then that long bed are all going to be on the same circuit. And then I'm going to have another circuit that just basically runs along that, under there, through that one, and then the last three back there are going to be on their own circuit along with that tiny bed over there. Okay, and then right here in this area that is not prepped yet, I'm going to put my annual garden for this year, and that's going to be a separate circuit as well. So I have 4 circuits, fruit trees, beds, stuff like that. Hey Beans! Hey buddy! My dog's so awesome. Anyway, so that's step one. Then I ran the lines. The way I ran it, and you can check out my video in making the beds, I ran it above the cardboard because some of them, the one on the far circuit is going to be hidden below the soil, and then dug a trench between the beds to connect it, and I'll show you how I'm going to hook up the drip lines. Did my irrigation system all over there from the control box. They come up through here. I put them on top of the cardboard, that way I can dig them up and if I need to access them for some reason. And then of course there's going to be one on top of the soil here. And to go under or between the beds, I basically just ran it on top of the cardboard and then dug a trench between the beds. And then on each one I came up and cut it, because I'm going to bring it up to T and bring it in a circle. But so I had to run the irrigation lines before I filled the beds, because otherwise it would be really difficult to hide some of the lines that aren't going to be watering that bed. For example, there's 2 lines there, and only one is for that bed, so the other one's going to stay hidden underneath it. Like this one right here, this line doesn't do anything on this bed, it's just on its way over to this bed. So I wanted it at the bottom of this bed when I fill it, so I had to run the lines now before I fill the beds. The irrigation came over to a hose that I buried. I connected it to a T, so it came from over there where my control box is, right over there, and then all the way to there to a T. One direction goes that way, one hose goes that way. I ran the 1/2 inch hose all the way over to my pawpaw trees, and then you just stub in this 1/4 inch hose, and then I put a dripper at the bottom, a little green button dripper, and then did the same thing over here. So I'm going to do that for all my trees. The other one, the other side of the 1/2 inch hose, goes this way and splits off here. That line goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees, and this line goes this way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees. Got my the hose set up in the top of the raised beds, and I tested it the other day, and some of the barbed splicers, or the things to connect the hoses, they weren't attached enough, and the hose kind of shot off. water whenever. It was kind of funny. But anyway, I got the control box put together for the most part. Now it's kind of a small box for the 4 sprinkler valves I was wanting to use. So whoever looks at this is going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy, I promise. Everything fits though. Anyway, so essentially what I had to do with the sprinkler valve, actually I'll show you that in a sec. So I got this 1/4-inch drip line and I decided to use that to help expand where it's watering. Like this bed is going to be strawberries. I planted strawberries there, 10 strawberry plants and also hardy kiwis. So the strawberries will spread out and the hardy kiwis only need water in one place. And those are ever-bearing strawberries, by the way. And then, but over here, as you notice, there's no line in the middle. So I'm going to put a drip line, 1/4-inch drip line just like that through the middle as well. We'll do that on that bed over there. So I still have a little bit more work to do on the hoses.